as I was sleeping, and I thought I was awake. I'm not sure if it was a vision or a dream, but God gave me these words, and it says, "It is how we take the mountain is what counts." And in my vision, I'm going to start out with that, because in my vision, I was started up this big hill. And it was just a regular hill I seen, but it was really a big hill. And I was at the bottom, and I seen this truck, and I was in it looked like an old piece of junk vehicle, a truck, and I seen this truck it was kind of far ahead of me, but I could see it coming backward, then forward, and then it went back into like a driveway, come back out, and then it come forward again, and then come back down, and I was like, what in the world? And I'm kind of looking at it, and my vehicle breaks down at the time. And so I pull in, and I'm just sitting there. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to walk. So I get out of the vehicle and start walking, and I noticed that he's halfway up the hill, and he has stopped. And he's back, all the time that I'm watching him, he's got his vehicle in, backwards, forwards, and he's not seeming to be going anywhere. And as I was going up the mountain, I caught up with him somehow so fast. And I was thinking, man, I caught up with him awful fast. And I looked over to him, and I started to say something to him. And I went and said, I would, and then he just turns around and he's griping, complaining, throwing a fit, and saying, every time I think I've got somebody in church and I'm doing good, I'm helping people, I'm doing this mission, and he goes, look, I break down, I'm always in this, and nothing's getting, and he just continues on. And somehow I'm start moving a little bit further in front of him, and I was thinking, what in the world? And then I woke up, and in my dream, the vision, or I don't remember what it was, but it come to me. If we complain, gripe, fuss all the time that we're counting and going up a mountain that God has given us, we're just going to not go nowhere. But it's how we're taking the mountain. If we're complaining and fussing and throwing a fit. And as I looked back at him, I was confused with what was going on. And then God gave me these words. It's how you take the mountain. And I thought, people will go through so many things. But we'll get to the place where we have to stop. We're complaining. We're fussing. And God, I've done this. Why am I not going there? Well, I don't know. But apparently he just sat and complained and griped about whatever he was going through. And then I thought, my body feels broken sometimes. And I'm sure that his body, and it's probably something physical or mental or something he's going to. But it lets you know that if you're complaining all through the mountain that you're going through, you're never going to get up that mountain. And when he complained so much, I guess that's why he kept coming back and kept coming down and not making no stride. So we got to give everything that we have to God, even be thankful for no matter what is going through, or no matter what is happening, and we will get up the mountain. It'll take shorter time than somebody else that's sitting, stopping in the middle and complaining all the time. And I thought about that, I said, man, sometimes I do that and complain. No wonder I'm not getting up this hill very fast. But there's most of the time I try to be thankful for everything. And I thank God because I've made it another day. I thank God that I've seen another sunset. I've seen another sunrise and a sunset. But God has been good to me. And and every time I turn around I think, I'm going to make that mountain because God has been good to me. And I'm already almost up it. And in my dream I was close to the top. And I was thinking, if that dream means that I'm getting too close to finishing that top, I'm willing to stop complaining, stop fussing, stop turning around looking what they are complaining about, stop and not stand and listen to what they're complaining about, and continue on. And that's where we get to. We're in our physical, and we do go through things, and we have problems. But if we would just be thankful, God says praise Him through everything. And and it's just like this drought, and launch out your net into the deep. We don't know what is out there, but God knows what's out there. And if we would just throw that net, and throw that net out there, we will catch something and be full. And that's what we got to do. We just sit there and scratch my head. And he goes, and I looked at it. And I even looked at it for a few hours. And he thought, how in the world can this woman have liver cancer for a year and it be sealed up in her liver and it's not went anywhere else? He goes, that has never happened. Never happened. And he said, that's a miracle. He goes, man, I just don't understand it. And he was telling Hilo, he goes, no matter what I looked at, it hadn't went nowhere else. That has never happened. That's a God thing. That's a God thing. That's a God thing. Because God has it for a reason. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's a reason to show someone. Or to, there might be somebody going through something and don't realize God can take care of us through it. He can seal the disease. He can seal it and put it and throw it away. Whatever He wants to do. There's always a reason of what we're going through. And I thank God. I was telling Shannon the other day, I will not trade for what I've been going through to help some of my family that has came in. If I have to go through something to be a blessing or to bring a family member in, I'm willing. I'm willing to go through something. I don't want to just sit in a seat or do nothing. I don't want to be the one that just sits there and complains and not go anywhere and people look at my life and say, she has nothing. She hasn't done nothing. God doesn't even know she's there. But I want God to know, I'm here. I'm here. I'm banging. I'm banging on heaven's door. I'm going to get my blessing. I'm going to get my healing. I'm going to be what God has called me to be. And my family's all coming in. And I thank God for that. I thank God for that. I put one step in front of the other and I say, God, this is yours. This is yours. This one's yours. I can't do nothing without God. Not a thing. Unless God is there, I cannot do nothing. And I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful for what He's brought me through. I'm thankful for what He's going to bring me through. And man, when I look at my family and how there was hardly nobody here. And then all of a sudden the benches start filling up. And it just fills me with joy. And I'm thankful because of things that I go through. People are willing to come into church and shake their hands and say, man, I don't know how you're doing it. I'm not doing it. God's doing it. And all I'm doing is giving God the praise and giving God the glory for whatever I'm going through. I thank God. I thank God. I thank God. I mean, there's things that will hit you. I mean, it'll hit you like a ton of bricks. And it'll take you for your breath. It's there right then that you're in the middle of that mountain. And you're like, God, now what? Now what? Do I take a step forward? Or I stand right there and complain? Or do I say, God, this took me for a leap here, but I'm going to take that next step. I'm going to take that next step. And before long, you look down, and that mountain has come nothing. God has lifted you up to the mountain, and I'm at the other mountains that you went through. You think that was nothing. That was nothing. I can't do that in just with nothing, but God has lifted and brought you through so many mountains that you start looking at it and even forgetting all the things that God has brought you through. Never forget what God has brought you through, because sometimes the devil will make you forget things that you've been through. And that's why I always told people, I said, take a journal. Don't take a journal for things that's going on. Take a journal for just things that you've been prophesying, things that God has blessed you with, God has brought you through. And I said, and then when you're going through something, you look back and God will let you open up to right to where. And you've been through it so much and you're like, God, I couldn't make it through this. And you did. You did. I mean, it was just amazing. And I thought, man, it's just amazing. Like Kevin, when his son, when they told him he was going to be quadriplegic or whatever, where they couldn't move at all. But now he can move his arms and his head and all that and talk. I mean, he gets on a four-wheeler. I mean, he might be crippled from his waist down, but God has still taken care of him that far. And God is not done with him. God is not done with him. That is why people just give up. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up because I've seen God bring me through stuff. I know He can bring him through it. And I thank God for the mountains that we go through, because it makes your faith grow. It makes you feel like, man, I can make it to another mountain. But then you look and say, God, I don't think I want another mountain. That one's pretty tough. But I'm at the mountains. It builds up your faith so much. That little things that you can look at somebody and say, you can make it. You can make it through that too. You can do it. And I mean, it's nothing. Nothing but God. And I thank God every day that I wake up. And Rose is in the back seat, and she just starts saying, Jesus, 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 Jesus. I mean, that was amazing to me because little kids just don't seem to care about things like that or what's the ambulance doing. But for her just to start praying for somebody she didn't know or didn't know, I mean, that was such a blessing, and that touched my heart because God's working on him. God's working on him. My little niece came, got the Holy Ghost. Man, God is just moving. And I said, you know, the devil will fight, but our God is bigger. Our God is bigger.